Listen to me. If you are standing on the precipice of retirement, or if you are already there, sitting in your living room trying to figure out how to make your money last as long as you legally live, you need to wake up and pay attention right now. There is a giant in the personal finance world, a man I respect immensely for helping millions of people break the chains of debt. His name is Dave Ramsey. He has done a magnificent thing by screaming from the rooftops that the borrower is slave to the lender. But I need you to understand something deep within your soul. The financial strategy that gets you out of debt is a completely different animal than the financial strategy that keeps you safe in retirement. What works when you are 35 and trying to pay off a minivan will absolutely ruin you if you apply it blindly when you are 65 and living on a fixed income. So today, we are going to look at what Dave Ramsey gets right about retirement, because he gets some big things beautifully right. But more importantly, we are going to expose what he gets dead wrong. And it is what he gets wrong that is causing so much fear, so much confusion, and quite frankly, putting your entire financial future in jeopardy. Let's start with what Dave gets absolutely, 100% right. Debt. He tells you that you must enter retirement completely debt-free, including your mortgage. And he is dead on. Do you hear me? You cannot enter your golden years carrying a heavy backpack of monthly payments. When you are working, your income is your greatest wealth-building tool. When you retire, your lack of expenses is your greatest safety net. The fear that so many of you have right now, that pit in your stomach when you think about leaving your job, comes down to cash flow. If you have a $2,000 a month mortgage payment, a $500 car payment, and credit card bills, you need a massive amount of income just to keep the lights on. Dave tells you to attack that debt with every single ounce of intensity you have before you retire. Why? Because when you eliminate those payments, the amount of money you actually need to live drops like a stone. That gives you options. That gives you freedom. It means a market downturn won't force you out of your home because you can't make the payment. On that point, Dave is a master, and you should follow that advice to the letter. Get clean. Get debt-free. Now, let's say your first year of retirement happens to be a bad year for the market, like 2000, or 2008, or any major bear market. The market drops 20%. Your $1 million portfolio is now worth $800,000 just from market losses. But wait! You still need to live. You still need your $80,000. So you pull $80,000 out of a shrinking account. Now your portfolio is down to $720,000. The next year, the market drops another 10%. Your account shrinks again, and you have to pull out another $80,000, plus a little more for inflation. Within just 2 or 3 years of a bad market, your $1 million nest egg has been cut in half. Even when the market eventually recovers, and it always does, you don't have enough money left in the account to ride the wave back up. You have permanently liquidated your shares at rock-bottom prices. You are broke. You are out of money in less than a decade, and you are forced to go back to work at 74 years old. Is that the kind of peace you want in your golden years? Absolutely not. The academic research, stress-tested against the Great Depression, the stagflation of the 1970s, and every modern recession, shows that a truly safe withdrawal rate for a 100% stock portfolio over a 30-year retirement is not 8%. It is closer to 4%, or maybe 4.5% if you have a dynamic plan with guardrails. Dave calls the researchers who figured this out super nerds who live in their mother's basements with calculators. Well, let me tell you something, those nerds are protecting your life savings, while Dave's math is jumping out of an airplane without checking the parachute. You cannot afford to keep 100% of your money in the stock market when you are living off of it. You need a buffer. You need a safety zone. When you are in retirement, you need to know, with absolute certainty, where your next 3 to 5 years of living expenses are coming from, regardless of whether the Wall Street casino is up or down. So what is the actionable takeaway here? How do you merge what Dave gets right with what he gets wrong? First, you secure the foundation. You do exactly what Dave says and you clear your debt. You pay off the credit cards, you pay off the cars, and yes, you pay off that mortgage. Do not play the game of saying, well, my mortgage rate is only 3% and I can make more in the market. Peace of mind is worth more than a math equation that might fail you during a recession. Eliminate the risk. Second, you throw the 8% withdrawal rule out the window. When you are calculating how much you can safely spend from your nest egg, baseline your assumptions on a 4% to 5% withdrawal rate. If you have $1 million saved, assume you can safely take out $40,000 to $50,000 a year, not $80,000. If that means you need to work 1 or 2 more years to build a slightly bigger cushion, or if it means you need to downsize your lifestyle, you do it. Because it is 1,000 times better to live a slightly more modest lifestyle with total security than to live large for 5 years and spend the next 20 in sheer terror of running out of money. Third, you abandon the 100% equity mindset. You must asset allocate. You create a multi-year income bucket using safe, guaranteed instruments like short-term CDs, treasury bonds, or high-yield savings accounts that hold the cash you need for your immediate expenses. That way, if the stock market crashes next year, your growth bucket can drop all at once, but you don't care because your living expenses for the next few years are locked in safely outside the market. You give your stocks time to recover without being forced to sell them at a loss. Retirement is not the time to be reckless. It is the time to be smart, to be safe, and to protect what you have spent 40 years building. Take Dave's passion for debt freedom, but leave his withdrawal math behind.